Hello, curious minds. We've found worlds that defy everything we thought we knew about planets. From deadly storms to star-melting heat, these bizarre exoplanets will make you rethink what's possible in the universe. First up, meet HD 189733b, a gas giant located just 64 light-years away in the constellation Vulpecula. At first glance it might look stunning, a deep sapphire blue world almost like an alien Earth. But don't let its beauty fool you. This planet is anything but welcoming. HD 189733b is what astronomers call a hot Jupiter. A giant planet, similar in size to Jupiter, but orbiting extremely close to its star. In fact, it circles its sun in just over 2 days. That means temperatures soar to around 1000 degrees Celsius or about 1830 degrees Fahrenheit. But here's where it gets truly bizarre. Scientists believe the planet's atmosphere is filled with tiny particles of silicate glass, and with winds blasting at over 7,000 kilometers per hour or about 5,400 miles per hour, this world experiences sideways storms of molten glass shards. Imagine razor-sharp fragments of glass carried by hurricane-force winds whipping around the entire planet. Discovered in 2005 using the radial velocity method, HD 189733b quickly became famous as one of the first exoplanets where astronomers could analyze the atmosphere in detail. And what they found was a world that looks dazzling from afar. But up close, it's a sparkling nightmare. Next on our journey is TRES 2b, a planet that challenges our very idea of what a world should look like. Located about 750 light-years away in the constellation Draco, this giant exoplanet is roughly the size of Jupiter. But unlike the bright cloud-covered gas giants in our solar system, TRES 2b is a true cosmic phantom. This planet is the darkest world ever discovered. It reflects less than 1% of the light that hits it, making it darker than coal, darker than black acrylic paint, and nearly as dark as a piece of charcoal floating through space. To telescopes it's almost invisible, like a giant shadow drifting around its star. Why is it so dark? Scientists aren't entirely sure. Most planets with thick atmospheres have reflective clouds or gases, but TRES 2b seems to be missing them. Instead, its atmosphere may contain light-absorbing chemicals like vaporized sodium or potassium, or even titanium oxide, which could trap the star's light instead of bouncing it back. Despite this darkness, it isn't cold at all. It orbits close to its star, with surface temperatures nearing 1000 degrees Celsius, or about 1830 degrees Fahrenheit. Astronomers describe it as a world that glows faintly red, like a burning ember, but swallows almost all the light around it. Discovered in 2011 using NASA's Kepler Space Telescope, TRES 2b remains one of the strangest and most unsettling worlds we know. A giant planet that seems determined to hide in the shadows. Now let's travel about 580 light-years away, to the constellation Auriga, and visit a planet that sounds more like a candy than a cosmic object. Meet TOI 3757b, a giant exoplanet so puffy and lightweight that astronomers call it the Marshmallow Planet. It's about the size of Jupiter, but here's the strange part. It's far less dense. In fact, if you could somehow scoop it up and weigh it, you'd find it's about as fluffy as a marshmallow. That means this massive planet is mostly made of gas spread thinly across a huge volume, with very little solid material at its core. Why is it so light and airy? Astronomers think it has to do with the kind of star it orbits, a cool red dwarf. These stars don't pump out as much heat and light as stars like our sun. That lower energy output may have allowed the planet's atmosphere to puff up like a balloon, instead of being pulled tight and compact. This discovery was made in 2022 with NASA's TESS mission, making TOI 3757b a fairly new addition to the gallery of strange worlds. And while it might sound like a delicious place, don't get too cozy. Surface temperatures are still in the hundreds of degrees Celsius. Definitely not a planet you'd want to roast marshmallows on. Still, TOI 3757b reminds us that planets can come in all shapes, sizes, and densities. Now let's visit one of the most unsettling exoplanets ever discovered, PSR B1257+12b. At first it might sound like just another catalog number, but its story is chilling. This planet orbits a pulsar, the dense, rapidly spinning corpse of a once massive star. Pulsars are incredibly extreme. They emit beams of radiation so intense they sweep across space like cosmic lighthouses. For anything caught in their path, life is impossible. PSR B1257+12b is trapped in just such a place. Instead of basking in the warmth of a normal star, it's constantly bombarded by lethal radiation from its dead star. If Earth were placed here, our atmosphere would be stripped away in an instant. It is, quite literally, a doomed world. And yet, this hostile planet holds a special place in astronomy. Discovered back in 1992, it was one of the very first exoplanets ever detected. Astronomers used subtle changes in the pulsar's timing to reveal not just one planet, but a small system orbiting this stellar remnant. So while PSR B1257+12b may be uninhabitable, even nightmarish, it was a trailblazer, proving to scientists that planets could exist in the most unlikely, even terrifying corners of the universe. Many of you have heard of WASP-76b, a world so hot it literally rains molten iron. But if you thought that was extreme, get ready for an even more hellish monster. Our final stop takes us to one of the most scorching worlds ever discovered, KELT-9b. Located about 670 light-years away in the constellation Cygnus, this giant planet makes even the harshest exoplanets look tame. KELT-9b is classified as an ultra-hot Jupiter. It's about 3 times the mass of Jupiter but orbits its star so closely that a single year lasts less than 2 days. At that distance, the planet is absolutely scorched. Its dayside reaches temperatures over 4,300 degrees Celsius or about 7,770 degrees Fahrenheit, hotter than many stars in the universe. At those extremes, molecules can't even survive intact. The atmosphere is being stripped apart, with hydrogen, iron, and titanium literally blown off into space. It's not just a planet, it's a planet being boiled alive by its star. Discovered in 2016 by the KELT survey, this world has pushed astronomers to rethink how extreme exoplanets can get. And its future is bleak. The relentless heat may eventually tear KELT-9b apart entirely, leaving nothing behind. For now though, it stands as a reminder that in the cosmos, some planets can burn brighter and far hotter than the stars themselves. The universe is full of strange worlds, and these are just the beginning. Which of these exoplanets do you think is the weirdest? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you loved this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because in our next video we'll uncover even more cosmic mysteries. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep looking up.